We're going to be talking about an evening out, going out. Where did you used to go? Have a think about the things that you used to like to do in the evening, with friends, with family, places that you visited regularly or as a one-off. What you did in the evening was very dependent on your work, whether you had surplus cash to spend on going out, what facilities were available, and what freedoms you were allowed. Maybe you weren't allowed out very late because your parents wouldn't let you. So it's really good to think about how much time and money you had to go out, and ask those questions of others and share your memories in amongst all that too. I'm going to read a memory. We used to go dancing at the town hall, the Labour Club and any clubs around that had dancing. The fellows used to all stand up by the door and the girls would be sitting around. Then, when the music started, they'd just go up to whoever they fancied. We used to dance every dance, the quip step, the foxtrot, the one step, the cha-cha. Oh, we used to enjoy it. And why don't you see if you've got similar or different memories of the experience of going out when you were younger? What kinds of things did you do? Maybe you can ask friends and family too to share their memories. So here's an activity. Let's make a list and think about all the dances you can think of if you used to like going dancing. Not everyone does, and some people say they've got two left feet or rather would just sit and watch. But if you did like dancing, what can you remember? Why don't you think about dances like the waltz? Did you learn that at school perhaps? The quick step. Think of other dances you could maybe add to that list. The foxtrot, the tango. What kinds of things? There are so many. And in this era of Strictly Come Dancing, maybe you're a bit of an expert too. Why not play dress up? That's a really nice thing to do to get your memories flowing, and to, especially if you're with family, to get them to join in too. I don't know whether you've seen my delightful going out hat, but also we've got some fantastic things here. Some going out gloves. Maybe you still have something like that. Women don't tend to wear gloves anymore, but it used to be almost essential to wear them. Maybe you had the hairdressing set, the brush everyone used to brush your hair. That was always a sign of leaving things for best. We've got a fake fox fur here too. This used to be a sign that you were getting ready to go out. Maybe you've got something like this in your wardrobe and you can just put it on and just remind yourself of that feeling of getting dressed up to go out. Where would you have worn something like this? Would you have gone to see a show? Maybe you'd have gone dancing. Or maybe it's just nice to feel like you could get dressed up to go out once in a while. Maybe you still have things like menus of places you used to go, or bus tickets to events. That's always a nice way to remember where you used to go, and they used to have things printed on the back as well. This one is from Bradford Passenger Transport Department. But you might also have had something like this. So essentially it was a concert. This one obviously from the end of the First World War, but it talks about things, songs you would have sung, and who was reading, and a comedian, Wee Angus in this case, and also finally, God Save the King, which was something that everyone used to have to sing and would all stand up to do so. How have these kinds of events changed over the years? Have you still got anything like this in your drawers that you can bring out and share? That's a really lovely way to remember. You might also think about songs people used to sing. Here we've got a book of songs, 60 old-time variety songs for different kinds of songs. In here we've got wonderful old musical songs like Two Lovely Black Eyes and The Man That Broke the Bank at Monte Carlo, and even I'm Henry VIII, I Am. And this particular one, I Love a Lassie, is always very popular. Do you remember that? So going to see shows, having a sing-song, a Friday night in the pub, joining in together. It's a lovely way to have an evening out. See what songs you can remember. Maybe sing them and see what comes back. Do you remember I Love a Lassie?
I love a lassie, A bonny, bonny laddie, she's as pure as the lily in the dell. She's as sweet as the heather, the bonny purple heather, Mary Muscot's bluebell.
So going to the cinema might have been another thing that you did. Perhaps you went on a Saturday morning with the other kids, or you went in the evening, or to a matinee. It was a lovely thing to do back in the days when the films just used to run and run and run, and you could watch them many times around. This is a beautiful book which talks about all the different cinemas in Brighton and Hove. But wherever you are, you've probably got cinemas that you remember, the ones you used to go to, and the ones that have closed down, and also the ones that were flea pits.